With that being your initial introduction into the streets, who or what was your influence into gang culture specifically? Because you eventually became one of the biggest bloods in Nashville.
Well, you gotta, first and foremost, bloods in Nashville. We wasn't the first bloods in Nashville. It was already bloods in Nashville. They was in West Nashville. But motherfuckers, you didn't know about it unless you was over in West Nashville.
Right.
You feel me?
I heard about it.
Yeah, it was some bloods over there, but you wouldn't know. See, we grew up around G's.
Right.
G's was the first thing we ever knew. G's and Crips. That's all. That's what Nashville is a GD and a Crip city. You feel me? So we didn't know nothing about bloods until I got introduced to the big homie T.I. when he came home.
That's still early 90s, right?
Yeah, this is around 96.
Okay.
Yeah, 90. Yeah, this is around 96.
Closer towards the mid 90s.
Yeah,
all
around
right.
the mid 90s when he come home. You feel me? We seen him. He a blood, but we don't know nothing about no gangs. You feel me? He got the red rag on. He just in the neighborhood. He been gone for a long time, and that's how I got introduced to it.
Well, let me ask you
how
something.
it started is.
I know the T.I. story specifically is not your story to tell.
No.
But if you had to put a bridge there, what do you think T.I. specifically got the blood, terminology from, or the gang culture specifically? Do you think it came from the media? Do you think it came from a tie that he possibly had to California?
No, see, I think he got it from prison, but when he brung it to us in a bogus way, which we didn't know at the time.
Right.
See, we was out here claiming something that we knew nothing about. You feel me? So
did he bring blood, or did he bring the Skyline tag with it?
He brought the Skyline tag with it.
Okay.
He the one brought the Skyline tag with it. If he would have said he was treetop, we would have been trees.
Right.
If he would have said he was been Mountain Hunter, we'd have been Mountain Hunter.
Right.
This is what he brought with it. And I was the one that went and found the real knowledge of the met up with my nigga Lazy Root.
We're gonna get into that in a minute. We're gonna get into that in a minute. But let's stick to the early life. We're gonna get into that part though, because that's a real interesting and intricate part in your particular role that you played into the streets. Let's start with the beginning. How did you meet T.I.?
He was in our neighborhood. His mama lived on 6th Avenue in our neighborhood. She was the freeze cup lady. This is my homeboy granny. She raised us, everybody's mother in the neighborhood. And that was her son. He had been locked up for 25, 30 years almost, I don't know, for a murder. So when he came home, he was always down there. His mama lived there is where we hung at.
Right.
So that's how we got introduced to him. And we always out there drinking, smoking, hustling, doing what we do. But he was a blood. But
right.
we in Salem Town, we ain't know nothing about no gangs. We wasn't doing that. We was just Salem Town.
Let's rock with that for a minute. In this particular time in the mid to early 90s, we got Crips and we got GDs in your particular area.
Yeah.
We got a guy named T.I.
Yeah.
What made you specifically cling to him and in his program and what he had going on? Was it something that happened between y'all two?
Yeah.
Or did he have a name already? What was it that linked you to him so strongly when you decided to go with his program?
So this is the reason that we are who we are today. Me and him was in the car riding, and we went to the liquor store. We went and got some Hennessy. So after we get the Hennessy, you got to understand, this man is a super blood.
Right.
Super blood.
I heard the story. Right.
Super blood, but I was already young and wild at the time anyway. You feel me? I always carried a pistol.
Right.
You feel me? I was a hustler or whatever. But anyway.
Poverty introduced you to the streets.
Exactly.
So you was already outside.
I'm already outside.
Right,
I'm already dude. But we were riding, went to the liquor store, we got a pint of Hennessy. He take the pint of Hennessy out the bag, wrap the red bandana around it. That's how we drinking it. You feel me? So we pull up in the
Did the red bandana intrigue you?
No.
It didn't mean nothing at the time.
I don't know nothing about gang life.
I got you.
This ain't nothing to us. We don't know nothing about this.
Right.
We ain't been. Only thing we know about is G's. You feel me? Because everybody around us was GD. But anyway, so we riding and we going through Cheatham projects. See, at the time, Cheatham and Salem Town was like this. We was always together.
Right.
We all hung together. We all went to school together. We was all friends.
Two particular areas in North Nashville.
Yes, sir. The only thing that separated us is a red light.
Right.
We always together. You feel me? So when we ride through Cheatham, which is GD in a Crip area, See my homegirl right there. We pull over to holler her. Woo. I'm hitting the Hennessy. I pass it back to him. He hitting it. We passing it. One of the dudes holler out, "Hey, Bradford." That's what they called me at the time. He said, "Hey, Bradford, you know, we don't do that over here." I said, "Do what?" "That dead ass shit. What you talking about?" "That bandana." "I don't know nothing about it. It's his bandana."
Right.
You feel me? So
you naive to what's going on right now.
Yeah, because I don't really, but they up and they looking crazy. I'm like, but y'all know me.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? And this is what made me clean to him. He took the Hennessy. He hit it, put the top on it. He said, "Y'all ready to die about that shit?" Pulled out his pistol. He said, "Man, you gonna go back to the neighborhood. I got this right here." He said, "Y'all ready to die about that shit?" And it was like he was standing up for me with, like he don't even know me like that.
Right.
But these supposed to be my guys. I went to school with him. So I'm like, I ain't going no motherfucking way. I'm riding with you. Fuck them. You feel me? They up their guns. It's like 10 of them. He got one gun. And just so happened the police ended up coming down the hill like 6 cars deep. So we all struck out running. I'm running with the guys from Cheatham because I'm knowing where to go with. I'm from over around here. Mm-hmm. He holler out, "What you doing running with them? Come on." So I'm like, "Yeah, you right." And that the start of a dynasty.
So if I could break it down specifically, it would be more of he's the minority right now. The fact that he was able to stand up to the majority, without fear, and stand up with you or what some would consider for you, like it gave you a sense of a bond with this dude.
It made me feel some type of way that they hated him so much for nothing. And
he didn't fear him.
And he didn't fear him.
Yeah.
And y'all was ready to go against me that quick. So I'm going to show y'all. I'm going to show y'all what it is. So that's what I did.